Hello everybody, long time no see, but yeah, we're back with another episode of Retro or Regretro, and today we are doing Wall-E for the Nintendo Wii. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be retro? Is it going to be Regretro? That's about what we're going to find out today. So yeah, stick around and I hope you enjoy the video, and you'll find out in a bit if it's any good or not. So yeah. Hello everybody, it's Matty HH5000 here, and today we are playing Wall-E for the Nintendo Wii. So when it comes to this game, it's basically just a video game based on a movie, which if you are into your movie games, this might be a game for you. Personally, for me, was it good? We'll get around to it in a second. Anyway, so yeah, it basically follows off from the movie. Like, it's not like the Cars video game where you like continue after like Lightning McQueen's won the Piston Cup whatsoever. It's literally like this game was something, I tell you. So I wrote down a few pros and cons about this game. So when you're playing as Wall-E, we'll start with the pros. When you're playing as Wall-E, this game is actually generally really fun. Like, you get to walk, walk around, you get to ride around and literally make cubes, and then on top of that you get to fire them at things. So like, yeah, it's really fun. Then on top of that, like, the cutscenes really represent the movie, and they are quite spot on. So like, if you were a fan of the movie and you want to see this game in like video game form, then yeah, like, the cutscenes are probably pretty damn good for you. Like, yeah, they are pretty spot on. Another pro what you can do is, it's actually really funny. You can make a human traffic jam. So where you see, like, when you're in space and you see like the people on their chairs and they're all riding round, you can actually like go in between them, and then they actually like cause like a traffic jam, and they all like fall off and get back on their chairs. So it does pay homage to the movie, which is pretty incredible. Those are literally the only pros I really have for this game. Now, moving on to the middle part, like what's good is like the Pixar soundtrack. They're generally really good, and like, you can't go wrong with the soundtrack. However, there is one level where you get stuck in a sandstorm, and it's just absolutely really irritating. Some of the the part of like the music you're hearing, so it can like drive you a bit insane. So we'll go on to the cons of this game. The camera angles are just absolutely horrible. I don't think I could even change them at all, which was just an absolute pain. Like, what I know at the end of the day, like, it's a Nintendo Wii game, and this is 2026 now, but still, you would have thought camera angles at that point, you could change the camera's angles in like Nintendo 64 games. There's no excuse for it. And and this is a game which is like on a console which is 2 consoles up from that, and like literally trying to change a camera angle was merely impossible on this one. The game is dark in places, in which, like, not saying about like it's like Wall-E dies and the whole world combusts or whatever. It's more the fact of like like the levels are actually dark. I know you can adjust brightness and stuff like that on games, but I don't think that was really an option on this one. So that was a bit of a nightmare. There's like one part we'll get onto in a bit which absolutely drove me insane. But yeah, there's a boss with a robot on, and like, there's no like direction on how to even get past it. You had to like kind of figure out yourself, which like, it didn't really help. It just basically threw you in there, and it was like, yeah, you've got to do this, and you're like, well, what am I doing? And like, you had to like figure it out, and like, it took me a while, and I had to even go on like Google to find out what I was even supposed to be doing, because none of it was making sense at all, and I was a bit like really lost. Mo, the little robot from the film, he the little cleaner bot, he's a bit of a nightmare at times. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a nice little challenge for the game, but at times when like he overpowers you and he knocks you off the edge and stuff like that, you're a bit like, oh, okay, well, that was great, why, that was really annoying. Now I come to the last part of the cons, and this is a big one. Considering the film is Wall-E and his best friend or lover is Eve, whatever you want to say, like, especially like it's a bit controversial at times when like you have the unconscious Eve robot and Wall-E holding hands and doing things, whatever. Controlling Eve was the worst part of this game, literally. I know at the end of the day, the Nintendo Wii was made for motion controls. And I know that literally it was like one of the whole selling points about the Nintendo Wii, in which every game had to have their game literally motion control wise. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be a Wii game. And that is no excuse for Wally. Literally, they continued it in this game. However, controlling Eve was literally the worst point of this game, and I could not stand it. I had to stop playing this game, and I couldn't play it anymore. It was the worst. And like, literally, I'll give you some context in this. So you have the epic scene where it's Wally and Eve flying around in space. Wally has the fire extinguisher. He's flying away, you know, doing his thing. Right. So you're Eve, and there's a little circle, and you literally go straight to it. It says you failed. It's like, why have I failed? And it said like, Wally wasn't there. It's like, I understand he wasn't there, but you've pointed me to this circle, and you've literally got to find Wally. Now, going back to the part where I said about the game is dark in some places, this is one of the cases. You could not see Wally at all. It was absolutely insane, and I think I tried this part about 20 times because I literally couldn't see him. Yeah, again, had to go like find some tutorial on how to do it, and I was like, Going back to literally just controlling it, literally there's a part where you've got to like fire like a load, I think it's like 50 rocks in like 2 seconds or something like that. Like 2 seconds, 2 minutes. And like controlling Eve, literally like it's back to the motion controls, because like at the end of the day, she's a robot, she's flying, so you literally got to like get your like Wiimote on point, but like you just get motion sickness, because like at the end of the day your controls just going round and round and round. It's literally, it was horrible controlling Eve. And like, I know, yeah, it's 2026, and I don't know if it's something to do with the sensor bar. I can't make excuses for it, but trying to control Eve was a nightmare, and literally I gave up on this game because of that. And I don't think I'll ever go back to playing it again. Like, she respawns pretty quickly and stuff like that. Like, health just comes back. But there's this level at the end where, like, you've literally got to go and, like, destroy all these, like, computers. And, like, in a certain amount of time. Well, not a certain amount of time. You literally just go and destroy a load of computers. And then you've got to, like, hit these targets. And, like, at the end of the day, like, Eve was just spinning round and round and round. I just couldn't take it anymore. So I stopped playing Wally, and that was it. So, going on to this game, was it indeed a retro or regretro? I am going to confirm that Wally was indeed a regretro. My pros and cons, I think I've made it clear, and just playing as Eve was just a nightmare. I don't think I'll ever be going back to this game, unfortunately. Who knows, maybe one day. But apart from that, yeah, that was... If you like play this game yourself, and you think this is like a way better game than how I kind of expected it to be, then fair play, you know, literally, like, you know, let me know in the comments. It'll be nice to hear some of your examples. Apart from that, you know, Wally's a great film, and there's no denying that. The game for the Nintendo Wii, not so much. Literally, at the end of the day, I know at the end of the day, in this film, the world was sorry, language, but at the same time, Wally saved us all, and like he got us back on Earth, so you know you can't go wrong with that. But this game, no, just no. I don't think I'll ever be picking this up ever again, so I'm just going to put it down now. But I'm AHH5000. This was Retro or Regretro. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you have, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment, give me a dislike if you really want to, if it makes your day that much better. But we'll see you in the next one, and signing off, toodles, bye bye.